forgot that it was like instant. Hello! I forgot how I had my transition before. God. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Hello everyone. Is that a done stream? Hello! Alright, I woke up early today, guys. I woke up early. I mean, early for my standards. So technically, it was still not that early, but like 10 a.m. is early, right? Hey, let's go. Hello, how are you, everyone? 早く起きるところが寝てない。え？そうなの？ It's early for me at least. Yeah, it's early for me too. But every time Rumi-chan hears me calling something early, she's like, "That's not early. That's not early. What do you mean early?" Yeah. いつもそうなんです。How am I? I'm alright. I had a couple of slices of pizza. I still have more slices of pizza that I'll probably eat later on. But yeah. Big confusion. What pizza did you have? It was like a peri-peri chicken one. And it's a little bit spicy, but not too spicy, you know. I thought it was a good amount of spicy. Nice. Guys, this week I'm 3 days off, but that's also because I'm low-key streaming. I'm low-key still streaming like every day. If you count, like if you don't like count the doubles, if you count the double streams as separate streams, that I'm like low-key streaming in like 6 times. 6 times plus a video. So yeah. Even though I'm taking days off, I'm still streaming a lot. Yeah. あれ、なんか早く食べて、後でなんかもっと食べるんだけど、I usually eat like a full pizza. You should use English as much as you can, pretty much. もっと食べるよ。I usually eat one whole pizza in one go. I struggled with making this week's schedule though, because there were so many like offline appointments almost that I had. Like, I mean, some of them aren't appointments, it's more so just I said I would do something and I have to be there at a certain time kind of thingy. I guess that's technically also appointments. Yeah. You always leave one piece. Aritake no yume wo. Yeah, what's it called? Yeah, I usually just eat one whole pizza. That's a total appetite. Whole pizza at once. Yay! Yay! Hey guys, I touched grass the other day. Again. Isn't that crazy? Touching grass more than once in 1 week? Isn't that crazy? I mean, I feel like some people will be like, that's not crazy at all. That's so normal. What are you talking about, Maddie? But for me, that's crazy because I never leave the house. But because I have lots of stuff I need to do, I went outside twice, and I did a lot of walking. But I also ate good food, so and I also watched the Miku movie, so outdoor door. Oh my goodness. That's just grass? Oh my gosh. I mean, mostly I touched concrete. I don't think I touched a single leaf of grass because it was all just concrete. It was all just concrete. But yeah, you know, the other day I actually slept for like a full 8 hours for like the first time in a long time again. And then I just remembered, I woke up and I was like, oh my god, guys, I'm seeing in 4K. I was like, it's not even HD anymore. I'm seeing in 4K. Like, I can see so clearly. What the heck? It's because I wear night contacts, and my night contacts, they don't work properly if I don't sleep for long enough. But because I slept for long enough, it was like my eyeballs were like wiped clean or something. I could just see it. You know, I could see so clearly. Just check this. Ah! Tung sahur. Oh my goodness. Oh, fish, calm down. I'm not extroverted. Going outside does not make you extroverted. First of all. 아니야. 이빨 보일 땐. You know the difference between extroverted and introverted is where you get your energy from. If you get your energy by resting alone, then you're introverted. If you get your energy by hanging out with other people, then you're extroverted. I lose energy at like 20 times the speed when I'm hanging out with other people. So yeah, you know? Hey, goldfish. So yeah, 20 times the speed? Maybe more than that. Yeah, my energy drains so fast. Woo! I love Aikatsu as well! I don't think I made a cover of Startline, but I have sung it at like karaoke before. Hey, stop! Stop it! Sorry, a goldfish is attacking my garbage bin. Like my garbage, my bin. The karaoke. I've also done a couple of Aikatsu covers if you like to know. Watch. Whenever I need to talk to even one person, I'm just like... The whole point of special appeal is that you can do multiple different special appeals. So it's not like there's only one special appeal per person. Said hi. Hello. Have you heard of ambivert and omnivert? I've heard of ambivert, but I've never heard of omnivert before. Is extroverts will come to you. Oh my god, guys. I actually have a story about this. I was outside, and then what's it called? I asked Rumi-chan, I was just like, what time do you finish work? And she's like, oh yeah, I finish work around this time. And I was like, okay. I would like a lift home from the what's it called, the station. And then what's it called? And she was just like, oh, maybe like I could just go to like where you're gonna be at, and then like what's it called? We could have like we could eat outside and stuff, and then I can give you a lift to home, right? And I was like, okay, that's fine. So I had to wait for Rumi-chan for like 40 minutes pretty much, because the stuff that I had to do ended early. But I found a random bench that was in the shade and did not have wind blowing everywhere, right? And I sat down, and there was like a coffee vending machine or something nearby, I think. But I sat there, I was just on my phone, I was minding my own business with my headphones on, trying not to talk to anybody. And then this random person walked up to me and was just like, have you ever had this coffee before? I looked, what's it called? I looked up and I was just like, wait, is someone talking to me? And then they were like, have you ever had this coffee before? And I was like, without saying a word, I was just like, and then they asked it, do you think it's good? And I was like, I don't know, why are you talking to me? And then they just kept asking me about it, and they're just like, I'm gonna give it a try. And so then they bought the coffee and sat next to me, and I was like, what the heck, what is happening, right? So I was on my phone, I was like, okay, it's okay, just ignore them, you don't need to talk to them at all, it's okay, just talk to them. So how's your day? And I was like, stop. And so, and I was just like ignoring them on my phone, pretending I don't hear it. And then it's just like, this coffee's not bad. And I was like, pretends I get a phone call, walks away with my phone against my ear, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm just gonna go browse the shops and pretend I'm not like, what's it called, waiting for anyone. And then so I pretended I went on a phone call, walked away from the place, and then went to a different shop, like not a different shop, but it went to a shop to just like walk around, even though my feet were hurting already. Oh god, read the room. Dude, I felt like so, oh my god, dude, extroverted people is crazy. Nijisanji, thank you for the 1 year. If you were isekai into some universe, how would you want to be isekai? Wait, like, what do you mean by how would I want to be isekai? As in, like, the method of being isekai, or like what kind of world I would like to be isekai into? I don't mind being like slightly debuffed, but I don't want to feel pain too much. So I don't want to be like in that one. I don't want to be in a situation where I have to go through like a bunch of pain. So yeah. What a nightmare. I know, it was a crazy nightmare. I was like, I feel like if headphones on equals don't talk to me, you know what I mean? Like, why would you talk to someone with their headphones on and their face like glued onto their phone? Headphones on, face glued to phone, and you still talk to them? I'm like, don't talk to me! I know I'm sitting there by myself, but don't talk to me! Truckun? Yeah, I mean, I've said this before, but like if I was ever in like a situation where like there was like a big explosion or something, right? And it's like you'll get really, really hurt even if you're like pretty far away from the center of it. I would prefer to be in the center because at least it is instant death. I don't want to be like on the outskirts, right? And then the what's it called? It goes boom and it goes boom, and then like you get like, you know, like the debris hits and stuff or whatever. But like, what do you guys think? Would you guys like the chance to survive and be a little bit further away from the center, or would you rather be like dead bang in the center and be like instant, bang, gone? Yeah, if they have headphones, don't bother people. Exactly. But I think like if I were to be isekai, I would like to be like summoned. You know, like a summoning thingy to be like, I summon thee, and then you pop up in the world. I think that would probably be my preferred way of isekai, but if not, I don't mind. I don't mind Truck-kun. If I can get isekai into a world with magic, that sounds cool. You'd rather not be anywhere near one? That's probably like the what's it called? The main choice. But if you only had two choices, one was you're around the outer skirts and you have a chance of surviving, but it might be like ouchies. But like if you're in the center, it's just gone. What would you choose? Sure, it would hurt though. I mean, yeah, probably would. But if you're honest, then you get over and done with faster. Living in the pain forever and ever. Yeah. Rather be in the center. Aussie Truck-kun and American Truck-kun are way bigger than JP Truck-kun. They are ginormous. Oh my god, sometimes they're like extra long as well. Being summoned is better because the summoner would tell you what to do. I know! They'll be like, we need you to do this, this, and this. I know that maybe in your world you weren't able to use any magic, but in this world we have something called magic. And since you're summoned, it means you have a really high potential of magic. So we would like you to protect us from... So yeah. I mean, a lot of the times in those cases, you have to fight like big, strong monsters and you end up getting hurt, but like... Who knows? You know? If you get Truck-kun, you might just get dropped into a random newbie town. Just into like a random town that you don't know what it is, you don't know where you are, you don't know how you got there. You're just like, am I in a dream? That happens. What if your summoner turns out to be an evil dude? Bad luck, I guess. Good luck with studying. If I was summoned to fight, I would probably die. Oh no. Oh no. But if you have magic, what if you like hone the magical skills, you know, and you slowly work upon stuff? Alright, and like if there are other people, try to work along with them, like, you know, don't fight. We'll get too nervous and forget how to do magic. Would you rather be isekai into like an already slightly grown thing, body or something, or would you rather be isekai into like a newborn, but you keep the memories? I don't know what I would prefer, honestly. I feel like maybe newborn, just so that I can spend like a few years just lying there doing nothing. Like Loki, like I feel like after being burnt out in this world, I would want to just lie there for like a few years just doing nothing, listening to the world and everything, you know. Having like a few years to just not like just relax. Like no, you still have your memories and stuff. Like not knowing how to control power. But you don't have to like pretend that much. You could just be like a really smart newborn. I was already a smart baby. Because I have been. What's it called? I went from a doll to a baby, and then now, like I grew up until now. But like, I remember they were like, "Oh my gosh, you started talking so early." Nothing came out of it. So yeah. Grow probably so I don't get back pain after being in the world for 10 years. Oh man. Knowing everything yet being too small and weak to do anything seems kind of annoying though. I mean, yeah. But I feel like I would rather just like lie there and like just let everyone else do everything for me for a while so that I can like I can just lie there. But honestly, I would probably get bored as well. So who knows? We'll have to see. You need to learn how to manufacture more own goods so you can be the OP inventor in the isekai world. Oh my god. I was like, I had a plan to do that as a stream series and I forgot about it. I'll think about it once I move. Being around other kids will be awkward though. Why? Why? Just be normal. Honestly, I feel like It depends on the person though, because people like they can grow old and still have like still think like children. So it wouldn't be too weird. And as long as you don't make it weird, it shouldn't be weird. No schoolwork, just me. As long as it's a nice family though. Yeah, that's the most important part. It has to be a nice family. You need to learn how to yar. What's it called? Would you want to be isekai'd into nobility or just a random town in the middle of nowhere? Hey! Stop it! Goldfish going crazy. If a kid bullies you, what do? You have to pretend you're just another kid, or you would fire back with your years of experience as an adult? Two things. First of all, that will teach the kid not to bully other kids in the future. Second of all, if that kid is a bully at a kid's age, they deserve to be told off. You know what I mean? Even if they deserve to be ratioed by someone who has experience, alright? Alright? So God, they deserve it. if they're gonna be a bully, if they're gonna be really mean, what do you mean you need to protect children who are being mean to other people? They need to learn not to be mean to other people. Okay? Depends if the bully is physically stronger or not. I mean, yeah. But if you choose nobility, you probably have more responsibilities and expectations for you. I mean, depends. Nobility, okay, in nobility in the isekai world, I feel like there's two routes, right? If you're a lady, you know, like a ojo-sama, right? You'll probably just be there for like a while until they're like, all right, this is your marriage partner. You know what I mean? And then you just go into that, and you're like, okay, this is fine. And then if you're a guy, there is most likely gonna be like you are now a knight situation. You know what I mean? It's like there are monsters attacking the town. You must go help. You know? Most people have responsibilities and expectations too. A knight would be so fun. I don't know if I would want to be a knight. You know, I don't know if I would want to be a knight. I say that, but I think I would die on the first day on the job. See, I would want to be like nobility just so that I don't have to do anything. As in, like, I don't have to clean. I mean, I do have to do stuff, but I don't have to clean the house myself. I don't have to cook myself. You know, that's like dealt with. You know what I mean? All I have to do is the other stuff, which I would prefer doing anyways. Well, he's dog. The common thread with these is just you don't want to do anything. It is true. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. I just want to be there. I just want to exist. I feel like I've worked enough. It will get some cool drip. Yeah! And like, you know, who knows? Maybe the nobility test could make it so that you can use magic still too. Returning to her original form, doll. Too much of a princess to do anything. Oh! Hey. I would still do the other stuff, like what's it called? Volunteering to help, you know. If I'm in a situation where I have all the funds in the world, I would definitely do volunteering. Be like, hello, welcome to today's food time. You take your bowl and let's get some food to everybody. It's like, oh, you need a new hospital in town? I got you. All of my, like, I had a dream about like the best ways for hospitals to run. I had a dream about the best ways to prevent certain stuff. So this is how I should do. You know, it's not like I would actually sit there doing absolutely nothing, right? I would still do stuff. I would just use my my status as a noble, you know what I mean? To do the stuff that I would do. I would need like power to do, you know? You could invent TikTok. Oh god. Invent the medical system. Oh man. As an ojo-sama, that's right. That's right. So yeah, I think I would just, but see, the thing is though, like the reason why I say all this is because I don't like doing the little, what's the word for it? Menial work? I think like cleaning, cooking. Yeah, I don't like doing chores. So if I had someone to do it for me, I feel like I would just be more happy. You know what I mean? Like I don't mind doing other stuff. I just don't like doing the tedious stuff that you have to repeat every single day. You know? I would want a cute maid. Cute maid over cute maid over butler any day. So yeah. But alas, I am not nobility. I must continue working, doing all the tedious stuff every day. Affordable? No? Would you want to be a human or another race? I would love to be an elf or a fairy. I would love to be an elf or a fairy. Honestly, I really, really like elves and fairies. Or even a cat girl! Even a cat girl would be cool! Yeah. Cat girl. What would you guys like to be? If you could be like, if you could be something other than human in an isekai world, what would you want to be? Cat girl, that sounds good. Buddy as a cat girl? You'd want to be an elf for sure. You'd like to be a slug? Why? A sentient rock. What would you do if an animal comes over and pees on you? As a sentient rock, animal just walks up and starts peeing. Oh my god. Yeah, it's at home 3D. Cat girl sounds cool, but I want to try being a dragon. I would still want to try. I would still want to be like human-esque. What would you want to do? Dryad? You love trees? Ah, let's go. What the heck? Oh, my table was like was shaking. I was like, why am I bouncing? My camera's going crazy. It's because my table shake. Look. You ruined their dreams of being a sentient rock? Hey, you know, I just gotta let them know. I gotta let them know of the dangers, okay? Maybe a wizard or something? I definitely want to be able to use magic. Because I think that would just be cool. Even if it's like really simple magic. I would not like being a sentient rock. I would not enjoy being a sentient rock. Oh, I'm petting goldfish and you can see it. Oh my god. I'm petting goldfish and you can actually see it. To be petting goldfish. Ow. She bit me. Because I pet her too long. Goldfish is a cat. So yeah, that random dude decided to talk to me when I had my headphones on, and I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I cannot, my brain, this extroverted people, you know. Oh yeah, you know, I was like, because I touched grass, I saw this one thing. I went to like a shop, and they had this like, you know how okay in Japan there's a thing called Kinoko no yama. Kinoko no yama and Takenoko no Takenoko no sato, right? So they have this one thing called Kinoko no yama and Takenoko no sato, and it's just two different types of like snacks. One that is in the shape of a mushroom. It's like it has like a bit of cookie and then like a piece of like chocolate at the top, and it's like in the shape of a mushroom, and it has a little bit more like chocolate on it than, and the cookie part is a little bit more like hard. And then there's Takenoko no nanda sato, and that one is like in the shape of a bamboo shoot, and it's like kind of like a little bit more like crumbly for the cookie part, but it's not like super crumbly. It still like keeps its shape, but compared to the Kinoko one, it's a little bit more like crumbly, and then it has like a coating of chocolate outside of it. So there is like a thing in Japan where you have to like, what's it called? There's like almost like a war or like a debate between the two. They're just like, do you like Kinoko or do you like Takenoko, right? Yeah. So when I was outside the other day, I found a box of one of these, and it had both of them. It had both the Kinoko no yama and Takenoko no sato. And I was like, wait, this just fixes the issue, no? なんかね、なんかこの間外出た時に、その一箱にね、タケノコとキノコ両方入ってるのがあったんですよ。でなんか、これでいいじゃんって思いました。So yeah, and also there was like another set that was just like it gives you the mold and like the different, and then it gives you like the different little, like the chocolate and then the cookies, and then you can make your own shapes out of it. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. いや、ちっちゃい普通の大きさのやつ。It was the regular sizing one, and it just had both. And I was like, wow. What? Which one do you prefer? I do like both. I like both, but I personally prefer Kinoko. Because I like the way the cookie is like kind of like crunchy. If you know what I mean. あるね、たまに売ってるの見るよ。I like the cookie on the Kinoko one. どっちも美味しいからこう落ち着けられない。I'd love to try both, but you can never get Takenoko where you are at. Well, if you ever go to a place where you can get it, you should try it out and see for yourself. I tried it out for the first time in like February. So I tried out. I mean, I used to have like Kinoko before because that was all I could find where I was. But I tried Takenoko for the first time and I was like, ah, I see the difference now. I see the difference. I personally just like the shokkan, the texture of the cookie on the Kinoko slightly more personally. どっちがいいか決めるみたいなこと。Never tried algorithm before. Never seen Takenoko in your life. You've only seen Kinoko. That was me as well. 味と食感知らない人からすると何が違うのって思うよね。そう。If you don't know like the flavor or the texture, you'll be like, what's the difference? Aren't they just the same thing in different shapes? No. The chocolate as well is like slightly different because the takenoko, because it coats it, it kind of like melts faster and there's like, yeah, it kind of melts a little bit faster. So if you want the chocolate to last for longer, the kinoko does last a little bit longer. And then for the actual cookie part, the takenoko is like a little bit more crumbly. So once you actually chew into it, it kind of crumbles apart a little bit. But then the kinoko one, when you chew into it, it's kind of like... But there's like not much of it. なんかタケノコのクラッカーの部分甘いよね。それが美味しいとは思うけど、僕はキノコはデスマークさ。That is true. And the other thing is like the kinoko is the cookie part is not as sweet as the takenoko cookie part. 見た目似たようなお菓子だしね。ちょっとだけね。It makes it surprisingly relevant on how much chocolate cookie coverage is to the experience. Oh my god. You know, there was a manager that was just like, when we were asking, it's just like, which one do you prefer? And then they were like, oh, I like this one. And they were like, oh, what's the difference between the two? And then they literally said the opposite thing. They were like, I feel like the takenoko has more chocolate. And like, I feel like the takenoko has more chocolate. And then we all looked at him. I was just like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You know? Like literally it's just like, what do you mean? What do you mean is more chocolate? There's literally more chocolate on the kinoko one. 道を開けてください。Ayo. And then the impromptu court session begins. Ayo. キノコのとタケノコの子どっちが好きか聞かれたら争いが起きないようにトップ派と答えてます。トップ派ということはキノコ。Oh man. But yeah, it is like a huge debate within Japan about like which one do you prefer more? Mama. Both are nice. 立つと好みが変わるかもね。自分はキノコからタケノコに変わったね。It is possible. It is possible for you to change like what you like as well. I think. But the last time I tried it, I did think both were nice, but I was leaning towards Kinoko just a little bit. Why am I so like sideways? Like what? What is this? Hello? Das. I just like chocolate. I like chocolates and snacks. そうだね。ダーズも美味しいですし。あれはね、like what's the one that's like the strawberry chocolate? But not the chocolate dipped strawberries. I've actually never had chocolate dipped strawberries before. Apollo. In the cone shape? Yeah. The Apollo ones. And then there's like the chance for a star shape one. I got a star shape one, guys. I got a star shape one the last time I got it. Yay. What? Lucky. Is it actually like in every single box? It is quite sweet. Yeah, Apolloの方ですね。明治の。あ、でもガルボも食べた。それも美味しかった。You think it's random? Ah, been through a few boxes and never got one, sadly. Guess what, guys? I've probably had this chocolate. Like, I've probably had 3 boxes of this chocolate my entire doll life. Alright? And I've gotten the star all 3 times! So that's why I thought that it was in every single box. That's actually why I thought it was in every single box. Ultra luck, yeah. I even took a photo of it. The last time I got it. Oh, you see, so nanda. Affinity to pink is too strong. Let's go. These guys also have strawberry flavor. Yeah. Spare us some luck, Marine. Yep, I have a bit of luck, guys. So I was able to get the. I don't know if that's the best way to use luck, but like, you know, I'll take it, I guess. But I have to go get a box to see if I get a star. Let me know if you do get one. If you get the star. Okay. If we go back to like the Isekai stories and stuff, right? What kind of class would you want to be Isekai'd into? Like, would you want to be a mage, a knight, I don't know, a king, a princess, a farmer, an alchemist, an elf, any of those? And then some people said dragon, some people said dryad earlier. But what kind of class would you want to be part of? Princess, of course. That's me too. Me too. I want to be a princess. Mage and elf sounds cool. Alright. Let me have a look at something real quick, actually. Abacadriab. When is Futan's next stream? In 4 hours. I'm going to raid into it afterwards. Can I raid into it? I can. Okay, yeah. Let me set it up now so I don't forget. I don't know if I'll go on for the 4 hours. We'll see. Akuyaku. Yatte mitai. You wanna be the villain? A blacksmith rock? Like a golem? I'd want to be a farmer elf, sit back and enjoy the world while magic takes care of the crops. Oh my god, that sounds nice too. But elves sound more like they'd be more like naturalists and alchemists. That's true, that's true. Knight sounds very honorable, but farming is chill as long as I'm not part of any kingdom of fire. Let's go. Yeah, elves would be more like cultivating nature, not messing with magical chemicals. No, I don't know if I will stream for 4 hours, but I'm gonna raid into his stream anyways. I mean, I'm gonna raid into his like waiting room, if not into the stream. Honestly, the reason why I would want to be nobility is because then I could be like, okay, I want to get this done, and in order to get this done, I need this, this, and this, right? And I need this person, and this person, and I want to be able to just be like, you do this, you do this, you do this, and this is how you do this, this is how you do this, this is how you do this, rather than actually doing it myself. You know what I mean? If I can do that, that's like perfect. You know what I mean? Like, you know, telling people how to do stuff and then letting them do it for you. That's what I want to do. Because I have the ideas, but I don't know if I can like actually do everything myself. I don't want to know. It's not a dictator. No. No. If they don't want to do it, I'll be like, that's okay. I'll find someone else. I'll find people who would want to do the jobs, you know? It's like, yeah, I just like to... I think someone said earlier, but like delegate the words, like delegate the jobs to different people, you know? Be like, okay, butler, today we're gonna have a butler. In 1 month, we are going to have a ball. We're going to need this much food because there's this much people on the way. Please make sure that we have a chef prepared for this time so that they have this many days to work on the food. Okay, that's great. And make sure we get in a stylist so that we have like a really nice dress and everything. Okay, and also a interior designer so that we can make the party hall the best it's ever been. You know, I want to do that. I want to do that. The kind of planner. Yeah. Be a princess. Being a scholar sounds like along those lines. You do all the research and delegate people to make use of your findings. I don't want to be a scholar. I don't want to do the research that much. No, I just want to be a princess. I just want to be a princess. Yeah. My good. My gosh, can you imagine? I'm like procrastinating by looking through like the books of the what has this kingdom been going through recently, and I'm just looking through them, procrastinating my actual work, and then the butler comes in. Princess, it's time for you to have your afternoon tea. You've been working all day, and I'm like, oh, am I working? I mean, I guess technically learning about the kingdom is working, right? Because and I'll be like, okay, I guess it's afternoon tea time. Yeah. As long as the villain doesn't try to kidnap the princess. Oh my god. Sure, your highness. I just want to be a princess. I want to be a princess. Yeah. And a loyal squad of buff Marionettes. Why do you think I have a crown, guys? In my... Hold on, wait. If I... Will it show up? Why do you think I was like, I want a crown? In this outfit. Hold up. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. In this outfit. Why do you think I have a crown? Because I want to be a princess. It does make sense now. Imagine if buff Maripets had space, but he's full on armor. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Imagine though, you're in a world with a giant bed. The people say you're a princess already. Not really, because I still have to do everything myself. ティアラだからプリンセスって正解じゃない？そうだよ。まあ、マリアプリンセスになりたい。This is shorts video. It's just like princesses don't look down because if you look down, your tiara will fall off. That's why, because you're a princess, you must have held your head up high. You know? The hard labor builds character. I think I've built enough character already. If I get Isekai, I don't need more character. I don't need more character building, guys. I think my character is already built. Who knows the struggles? Forced to be a puppet born to be a pretty princess. Lol. Lol. Maybe one day you'll wake up and find yourself the long lost daughter of a rich family in like King dramas. Oh my gosh. Do you know how many times I've like imagined that happening? How many times I've imagined I just wake up one day and someone's just like, "Ma'am, milady, you are the long lost daughter of and we are here to take you back to your to where you belong." And then I go to this place and it's all fancy and everything, right? And then everyone will be like, "I can't believe they're bringing in someone who doesn't even know the life of a princess." And I'll be like, "Everything you say goes in one ear, goes out the other, because I don't care. I'm about to live the life." You know what I mean? I'm about to live the life, the rich life. If that happens, even if there's like the drama of like my siblings hate me and they're like, "Oh, I don't like you," I'm like, "Me, princess? That's good. Let's go, man. Let's go. What are we starting on? Are we gonna do our like our visual? You know, like let's do a facial treatment, a hair treatment, like, you know, and then wear like a princess clothes. Yeah, I will be so happy." It's like, "Oh, my siblings don't like me. Don't care. I'm rich now." You know, if that was a situation, it's like you're the long lost daughter of a really big family. What would you guys do though? Can solve everything. If I had unlimited funds, I would like plan covers of songs that are not part of like not from Japan either. But because I don't have unlimited funds, I cannot. Yeah. In an anime reboot of the Princess Diaries, my god, dude, I would love to be in that situation as well, man. You are the princess of a long lost kingdom. You were lost in a time way beyond when you were left at a doorstep at a very young age. And we have now come by to try to come to pick you back up, to regain your glory as the princess of these lands. Take me there right away! Right now! You want me to throw away my phone? Sure, I'll even do that. As long as you give me a new phone. One wrong move away from an enemy that can hire someone to kill you. Spooky. Spooky. Scary. Yay. I would like genuinely, there's so many things that I would do if I had unlimited funds, but it's not realistic to have unlimited funds. Not to mention media always making a fuss of you just looking at someone in a party or something. Don't care about roles like that. Assassin on the way? That's okay. We live in danger. Yeah. What if they want to marry you off to increase land wealth like in the medieval times? As long as I'm still rich, I don't care. If I'm like being married off to another like rich, like another like, if I'm still a princess or royalty after being married off, I'll be like, that's fine. You know, I still have people helping me do the cleaning and the cooking. Hey, doesn't like to build tolerance to poison. I feel like I'm already practically like have tolerance to poison at this point from all the moldy foods that I've eaten in the past. A true princess. Yes. Here's what she wants. Not all nobility or royalty has servants. You ate mold? Yeah, because like a lot of the food that my mom would serve had mold. Would you drink tap water in a random country then? No? No, I would boil the water first. Kind of real though. If it's in like a, if I was in a, what's it called? If I was in like a situation, like what's it called? If I'm in like Isekai situation, most of the time they usually have servants. You know what I mean? And that's what we're talking about, sir. I'm a be the Lulu. Yeah. That's right. Top 2 needs money and someone to do all the like the tedious work for me. Either being the spoiled one or the servant. Or both. Who knows? You could be both, you know? But you just, like, it could just be like a naive person that is like, oh, do you think you could help me with this? And they'll be like, yeah! But they still get spoiled in other situations, you know? But if you could choose people in your life to be isekai'd into your servants, who would you choose? People in my life to be isekai'd to be my servants? No one! No one in this world that I know would make a good servant, I feel. I don't trust my friends, man. What if I don't trust my friends. I feel like they might be like, oh, let's test how like resistant she is to poison one day, just out of nowhere, and decides to like put some poison in the drink to be like, drink it, and I drink it, and they'll be like, are you feeling the poison right now? I'll be like, what do you mean the poison? And they'll be like, don't worry, I have the antidote right on hand if anything starts happening. That's what my friends will be like. I can see my friends doing that. I just wanted to test it out, you know? I can see that happening, man. It's the she doesn't trust them. I also just like, there's some friends that I don't want them to serve me as well. Saved. Saved. They're just trying to help. What is up with your friends? We're Australian. That's what it is. Yeah. I have friends that are like the type that be like, oh my god, there's a bug on you. It's like, help me take it off. Nah. You know? Well, Australian is a great answer. Even the world is against us. Nah, keep it on. You'll be right. Guys, if you had to live in like an anime game world, what anime or game world would you choose for? It's good for your immune system. Yeah, it's good to build your immune system, you know? They like testing a little bit of poison every now and then. That's how most people like build out their poison, what's it called? Immunity. Tiny doses. Stardew Valley. If you're invulnerable to poison? Oh yeah, let's test if you're invulnerable to my god, never thought about this before. You want to be in Pokemon? Pokemon World. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. What would I want to be? The worlds I would absolutely hate to be part of. Worlds I would absolutely despise to be part of is probably Attack on Titan. I would not want to be part of that world. What else is there? Anything that's just super like constantly in the run and constantly in danger. Probably not Tokyo Ghoul either. HSR, what does that stand for again? Yeah, I want to be cozy or chilling most of the time. There can be like one or two people, like one or two big fights and stuff, but like I want to be chilling majority of the time. I know, I've already had enough of Australia. I don't want to get it again. You know? ZZZ Jane does that. Honkai Star Rail. I would love to be part of Infinity Nikki World as well. Can you imagine making outfits and just slaying? Fighting with Slay. Yeah. Funnily enough, even though I love playing farming games, I would not want to be part of a farming game. Even though I love farming games, I would not want to be part of one because I wouldn't want to actually do the farming. I'd like to keep that in games. Only likes the grinding in theory. It's real. I only like the grind and the theory. Sorry, my nail. I just saw my nail was starting to break, so I was like, I'll clip it a little bit. Sometimes I feel like I'd want to be a farmer IRL though. Oh. Rice? Did you know that rice farming is low-key hard, as really difficult as well? And also, when you do rice farming, you have to be in the water for long times. And guess what's in the water a lot of the times? You never know when there are going to be leeches in the water. You're never going to know when there's... like, water in the fields means that there's a higher chance of having mosquitoes. So having both mosquitoes and leeches, and when you're trying to plant the rice is gonna be crazy. Yeah, not only that, there's snails, there's snakes, there's everything. So there's bacteria too. So higher chance of getting foot fungus when you're planting lots of rice. See people going in there barefoot too. I mean, yeah, what else are you gonna do? Go in there with shoes on and then you have soaking wet socks for the rest of the day? I have played Sakuna. I've played it like 2-3 times through. Bless all the rice farmers. Bless all the farmers in general, because they have to go through like all these like bugs and stuff. It's not just rice farmers, guys. It's all farmers. All the farmers out there, bless your soul. Thank you for making all the foods in the world. Rice farming is kind of okay. I have rice fields nearby my home and people release crabs to eat the bugs, so not much of an issue unless monsoon hits hard. Thank you for your sacrifices. My gosh, I could never be a farmer in real life. Unless I had magic that can do the farming for me. If I was in another world and I had magic to do the farming for me, then I would be a farmer. You know? Big yawn. If you had a way to automate it, like in Play-Doh, I would still have to grind until I get the automation though. Magic makes everything better, yeah. I just want magic, and then if it lets me do everything without actually having to physically do it myself, then I would be like... The only reason I'd be a farmer is so I can drive the tractors and other vehicles. Can you imagine just doing magic and be like... Plant. Water. Oh, I'm a little bit low on mana. Okay, let's have a little break today. Okay, back to planting. Plant. Water. Oh, I think my mana's running low again. Alright, I think that's cool there for a day. Can you imagine it? And the harvesting is the fun part because you get to flip out with a slide. Oh, swing, 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 swing. A sassy snake. Me 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 meow meow meow. Nice. Yeah, just like sitting there, like planting the plants, you know, with magic, not actually like going through like the and like actually working out and everything, and actually having to be near the bugs, stay far away from it. Because I'm a VTuber. Brain rot muddying. Chararero charara. Oh my god, today I found a a TikTok video, and it's the ice cream, but with the ooey-ah cats. It's a ooey-ah. Ah. Ooey-ah, ee-ah. Ooey-ah, ee. Ooey-oo-ah. Ah, ah. Ooey-ah. Are you? Ah-oo-ah. Ah. Ooey-ah, ah. Wow! Oh my god, I have seen the truck version. It's so loud. It's so loud. Nami-chan? Ah! Nani ga suki? Chocominto! Yorimo natta! Dude, my brain is filled with brain rot. It's crazy. Guys, what's the most useless fact that you know? Your ears died? Yeah, it's so loud. What is the one most useless fact that you know about? I don't even know which one of my facts that I know about would be what I would count as the most useless one, but I know a bunch of like useless facts, I feel. Marty Pets in chat, what is your wisdom? Let's go, guys. Australia lost the war to the Emus? Wow. Yeah, I think is the people who did the war, silly, dumb. Can't think of anything off the top of the head. Did you know that a river is filled with a lot of H2O? No way! That's crazy! There's tiny jellyfish in Australia that is basically pure hatred and... What does AFAIK stand for? And then, as far as I know, there's no anti-venom. There's like a bunch of them. I think that's the box jellyfish, no? The tiny jellyfish that has really, really long tentacles that can sting you and has really, really strong poison. I mean, venom, I think. Hydrogen monoxide. Lots of apps you use are actually web pages. All the video games lore, you know? And the Irukanji. Why does it sound like this, like, Japanese word? Irukanji. Dude, it's tiny. Experts warn of killer invisible Irukanji jellyfish are migrating down to Australia's eastern coast. Crazy. What a group of flamingos are called? I used to know. What was it called again? I used to know. A flamboyance. Have you guys ever ate jellyfish before? I've eaten jellyfish before. It was very interesting. Oh yeah, George. It was very interesting. Like it had not much flavor, but the texture was quite interesting. It's yummy and crunchy. You'd try once. Only jelly and no jellyfish. Was it good? There wasn't much flavor. It kind of relied on the sauce, and the texture was very, very interesting. Like very, very interesting. It's like jelly. It's more stiff than jelly. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it too well. It's like more like once you bite into it, it like goes, but like it's not squishy as much. It's a little bit squishy, but not fully. Guys, are there any like superstitions that you used to believe in but you don't believe in anymore? I used to do this thing where I'm like, if I walk on a crack on the floor on the way to school, I'm gonna get bad luck. So I need to make sure to walk on only the path without stepping on any cracks. Yeah, that was just probably just me being me. Biologically immortal? Wow. Don't jellyfishes like just not have a brain? for the most part. As a child, you did that. Never really believed it, but I was taught not to point or whistle at night. Oh, wasn't it like... Wait, what was the reason for it again? I think I've heard that before too. There's a bunch of floating nerves. Then when you funeral, you must visit another place that is not your home so the soul doesn't follow you. Oh my god, yeah! And that's why they have like the dinners afterwards or something like that. It attracts spirits or something. I always whistle at night. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I always feel like I'm haunted. I heard was that whistling attracts spirits to follow you home. That's crazy. That's crazy. Maybe that's why. A bunch of black cats at your house? I have a black cat too. But there's like, I think there's both. There's people who say that black cats are good luck and people who say that black cats are bad luck. So there's both. Cleaning or sweeping the floor at night. I was told to never do that, but when you got no better time to clean, who cares? Wait, why not to do it? I don't fear spirit, but only cockroach. Oh my god, I know, cockroaches are the scariest. Cockroach is scarier than anything else. They say it's bad luck. Don't write names with red ink. Can't believe you used to believe that. Wasn't the red ink thing because it looks like blood or something? Never really believed the bad omens of luck or whatever. I just thought it was interesting. I think it's different for each thing with respect to extra-dimensional metaphysical things. Oh my god, that's so many big words in one sentence. That's crazy. You sweep away good fortune or something like that. And wasn't it like the New Year's? You shouldn't clean on the first day of the New Year's because you will get rid of all of your good luck, you know? And you shouldn't throw away garbage for a little while because you'll throw away the good luck or something. Yeah. Yeah. And also you can't wash your hair, yeah. And you can't cut your hair. Otherwise your uncle will be in danger. Never heard of some of these things? Interesting. Putting chopsticks in a 45 angle in the bowl because it looks like there's funeral sticks. Oh, the one where you stick it in? Yeah. And other stuff too. I've been told not to bathe when you're... I've heard that too. Because you'll get sick. I don't know what was the reason for it, but something about like the body being weaker, like a hormonal balance being thrown off. So like if you do something that makes it so kind of like, but like low-key, like bathing is better. Like it's better to bathe as well. No, I don't know. Superstitions like those tends to be convenient. I think like what if it's because things you just become expensive in the New Year's, so you just don't buy new stuff. That's true. That's so real. What the heck? Wait, that's so real. They do tend to be more expensive. What's like one thing when you were a kid that you were like really, really scared of? What was I scared of? What was I scared of as a kid? I was fearless. I was low-key fearless. My mom, my dad, oh yeah, honestly same probably. My mom. You're still scared of this ocean? I used to not be scared of the ocean, but now I am. Like after learning about what's in the ocean, I was like, okay, never going anywhere near it. Mother Nature. I used to have panic attacks, oh my goodness. Fish used to really freak you out. Wait, your family always says eat 12 grapes when New Year's hits for good luck. Oh, that's interesting. Thalassophobia. It's so scary, man. Like in the ocean, there's so many things. There's so many things. Not only can you not like breathe in the ocean, and when you go too deep, the pressure will literally kill you. There's also stuff that will attack you, like sharks sometimes when they think you're their food. And also, what's it called? There's I don't know, like all these different animals that that can attack you, and like also poison. I mean, venomous stuff. I'm like, no thanks. I used to be scared of the sky because every time I looked, there were clouds making an angry face, and I thought they were mad at me. That's such a cute one though. What the heck? I used to imagine like whenever I'm like on a car or something, because like I didn't have a phone until a while later because I wasn't allowed to have one until I could buy it myself. Which came pretty fast. I got my first phone in elementary school, like year 1. In like year 1 or something. But like, what's it called? I remember like I would just be on the car just looking out into the skies, and I'd be like, yes, and then the ferry comes down the stairs. That cloud looks like it's a stair, so it goes down the stairs and it comes round to me, and then I was like, and then I'm pretending to talk to the ferry, and then like the driver, whoever is the driver at the time, will be like, what the heck is she talking to? And then the old sister or someone from my family will be like, just ignore her, she's kind of crazy like that. You know, that's what I would do before. Fireworks still don't like. Oh, I don't like loud sound noises either. Yeah, no, fireworks I prefer watching online. I don't like being there in person. You do that too? Yeah. Mama used to tell me if I ate too many potatoes, I would create roots and turn into a potato myself. Have you ever heard of the one? It's like, if you ever swallow the seeds of a watermelon, you're gonna grow a watermelon in your belly. Did you have an imaginary friend? I had multiple imaginary friends. I had multiple imaginary friends. Oh yeah, I remember that too. I heard that too. My mom said that as well. Meaning melon? Oh god. Or guava seeds? That scared me a whole lot. Oh my god. And also the, what's it called? Don't swallow. Yeah, the don't swallow the gum thing. I was told that too. I swallowed gum like once by accident, and then they told me that. Like, I never swallowed gum before. Like, I never felt the need to swallow gum. So I would just like chew it. And then one time I accidentally swallowed it because I tripped over, and I just accidentally swallowed the gum, right? And then the adults decided to say, if you swallow gum, it will not, what's it called? It will not be digested for ages. And I was just like, I didn't even try to swallow this on purpose. I just fell, and now it's in my stomach. You know what I mean? It can get caught in your throat. They could just say that. They could just say that. Don't swallow the gum because it might get caught in your throat. But no, they're like, it won't. It will stay in your stomach for ages. No, why would you say that? I feel like gum being caught in your throat is scary enough as it is. You know? Yeah. And if the kid's just like, yeah, so what? So what if it's stuck in my throat? What happens? And then you can just be like, you see, if you do this, you can't breathe, right? That's what's gonna happen if that's what's gonna happen if the gum gets stuck in your throat. It's as if someone is choking you from inside, and no one can help that. And then they'll be like, oh, okay. Easy. You don't have to be like, gum takes 8 years to digest, so you should never eat gum. No, just straight up be like, don't eat gum because you'll choke on it. You know? Why are you terrorizing me? Some adults think kids are a little too stupid. I mean, some kids are, but it's fine. Yeah. Parents, man, parents. Parents. Why lie? Exactly! That's what I'm saying. Like, why you gotta lie? What's the point in lying? Just say the truth. Just say the truth, and I'm sure they'll understand. One day. You know. Maybe give them a little example. There was a thing on the gum packet it said eat, drink, chew. So you did that, ate some gum, drunk it by putting it in water, and chewed some. What? You don't sow seeds because there's a chance that it can go into an appendix and you'll need a surgery for it. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, how does it go into the appendix? We did have a couple of kids try to eat Tide Pods because of a trend. Just oh my god, I've heard about that. I've heard about that. What's it called? Trend. You know what? If there's ever a kid that wants to try pods, what's it called? Just show them the food pods instead. There's like a chocolates pods in Australia. It's like an Australian food thingy, but there's like a chocolate, like, so there's like a little biscuit that's like really sweet around, and then there's like a layer of chocolate, like a fairly thickish layer of chocolate, and then inside it there's like some sort of like usually caramel, but it depends on what type of it, because there's like Mars pods, there's Snickers pods, there's Twix pods, and all those, and so like the filling is just depending on whatever the chocolate is, and it's so good. I think it's my favorite chocolate. Halloween chocolate packets from it looks close to it. Tide Pods do look kind of tasty color-wise. Like a square pod, just search up Pods Australian snack. You guys search it up, it'll come up. Tide Pods. Oh, let me see what Tide Pods looks like. I don't find Tide Pods looking yummy. It kind of looks like mint. Yeah, I would not recommend getting that either. It doesn't look good. It's like a brand. Yeah, it's a brand. Is there anything related to Bounty? I'm not sure. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't think so. There's a bunch of different pods though. It is so good, guys. The cookie is just nice. It's like perfect as well. The cookie is in the pods, for the pods, is so good. So good. 10 out of 10. Tide Pods are still locked up in glass cases at stores because of that. Silly kids. Yeah. Pods Twix. That's my favorite one. I love Twix. For some reason, I don't even know why I like Twix the most. But I love Twix. And so Pods Twix is my favorite. Best chocolates between these and Tim Tams? Honestly, I think so. Australia, Loki has the best chocolate. Australia has the best chocolate. That's like probably one thing I'll miss. It's probably one thing I'll be kind of like sad about after I move, but it's okay because the other snacks in Japan are better anyways. All the other snacks. Don't tell the Swiss that. Okay, to be fair there, I've never had Swiss chocolate, so that could be why. And you can bring some back every now and then. I don't plan to go back to Australia after I move. If I ever do, then yeah, I'll probably stock up. Is for fancy chocolate. Australia chocolates are like snacks. Haven't been able to find the Lind orange chocolate anywhere else. The best candy? I like the Japanese candy, especially like the gummy ones. The fettuccine is so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's like, it's addictive. It's addicting, guys. It's like just the right amount of sweet and sour, and the texture is just right. It's not too chewy. It's not too soft. It's just right. It's not too hard. It's just right. Perfect amount of sourness and sweetness. I want to try Australian chocolate, but in order to do so, I need to go there. But the spiders, it's alright. If you're just visiting, you're not gonna see a lot of spiders. If you're just visiting and go to like don't get a Airbnb, because Airbnbs have a higher chance of bugs appearing. If you go to a more of a higher end hotel, don't go to a motel. That also has a higher chance of bugs appearing. If you go to like a hotel place that looks fancy, those will never have any bugs. I mean, not never, but those usually don't have any bugs. Airbnb is like a hit or miss. Like sometimes you get a really nice one, and then other times that you just get like the really, like, what's the word? And then other times you get the really shifty ones. And if you go in winter, time, which is around June, July, August, right? Then there's even less bugs. There's a chance. Hey y'all. And it also depends. If you just want to try the chocolates, just go into like a city area. I don't know, like probably Sydney, Melbourne. Either one of those. If you go to like, don't go to Queensland, because Queensland has so many bugs and it's humid, and there's crocodiles running around, there's snakes running around, there's everything running around. So just go into like one of the central areas, like the central city areas in Australia, and you should be mostly fine. Yeah. Yeah. Pods, yummy, yummy. Yeah, winter is in July. July is like the middle of winter in Australia. It doesn't go below 0 degrees. It doesn't really snow in most parts of Australia. Like there are parts that do snow, but most of it doesn't. But it still feels pretty cold because of two reasons. One, Antarctica is close to us, so we get wind from Antarctica, and that's why it makes it feel colder than the actual degrees that it's on. Two, the houses are not insulated in Australia, so inside of the house is usually colder than outside. Isn't that crazy? I've never been to New Zealand before, no. But to be honest though, like Queensland has the most things to do as a tourist, I feel. Like it has like, I think is the Great Barrier Reef in Queensland? I don't know my geography. Yes. The Great Barrier Reef is in Queensland. Where is Gold Coast? And Gold Coast is also in Queensland. I don't remember any of the geography, man. So yeah, like Gold Coast has Australia's only good amusement parks, and even then they're probably nowhere near the level of amusement parks in America. I've never been to an American amusement park, but even I know that the American amusement parks are way better. But still, like out of the amusement parks available in Australia, the ones in Gold Coast are the best. The permanent ones, at least. Come on. But yeah, there's also like a bunch of rainforests, and there's like a bunch of like zoos, and like aquariums, and like you can book a thingy so that you can get a tour of the coral, the Great Barrier Reef. And yeah. Ah. Huge aquariums on there. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Do you guys ever go to a... Have you ever... I don't think this is normal, but have you guys ever been to an aquarium, looked at a fish and think, I want fish and chips now? Have you guys ever thought that before? Never? Oh my. I don't think so. No. I feel like the norm is most people would look at like... I know! The crabs do look delicious! the crabs always look very yummy. But what's it called? Like every time I go to a aquarium, I'm like, I kind of want to eat seafood now. Fish in aquarium don't look that tasty. There are some that do and some that don't. Giant spider crabs. I think the crabs are like the only bug-like creatures that I can deal with. I still like eating prawns, but like looking at prawns also freak me out sometimes. Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Why do they have all those tiny legs? Because they're sea bugs. Sea bugs. I actually like fish eyes. You know, I was told this one superstition back in the days. They were like, if you eat fish eyes, you'll get good brains. Big brain, fish eye equal big brain. And I was like, I want big brain. So I ate all the fish eyes. You don't like them looking at you? Real. No, I told you that too. My God, your parents told you that too. Let's go. No, they don't. They're kind of like hard, honestly. Like, it's like hard, and there's really not much flavor. It's like, yeah, it's jelly consistency with like a hard ball in the middle. Fish eye is good in a stew. What you doing, goldfish? Crustaceans are bottom feeders, and it's similar to bugs and insects. Okay, but at least crustaceans look... What's it called? They look like bugs, but at least they have meat inside of them, you know? The land bugs, they don't have meat. They got goo. They don't have meat. They got goo, guys. Goo. It's just goo. How human eyeball would... Ew! Never thought about it before. If you scaled up a land bug, it might have meat. No? Goo! Like, why when you squash a bug, they just have goo come out of it, but when you squash the other stuff, they don't. garbage bin. Stop looking through the bin. Goldfish? Yeah, goldfish is trying to go through the bin because I had some chicken. And there's like a box that has lingering scents, I think. Also, spiders just drink the dissolved in. Eat solid stuff, that's true. Goldfish smells it, yummy trash. Not the yummy trash. Bro, I walked past Rumi-chan's room the other day while she was home, and like she's growing a concoction of mold. She's growing a concoction of mold out of an alcohol bottle. And she was like, I'm scared to take it. I'm scared to like throw it away. Like on purpose? No, she's just too scared to throw it away now because she left it there too long. But it's crazy, and she'll check on it like every few weeks or so, and she'll be like, "Wow, it's growing." Like the other day, I walked in, and then she was just like, "Wow, it's growing," and I was like, "What the heck? That's not a good thing." Why is she checking on it? I don't know. That's a biohazard, probably. Throw the whole. It's not even a cup. It's in a bottle. It's inside a glass bottle. Should name it. Teach it to the humans before it gets too powerful. Or teach it to like humans. I see. Gloves time. Yup. Yup. Guys, what do you think is your favorite underrated anime? If you had like one anime that you really like, but like it's not like a very, very popular one, so you think more people should know about it. Akatsuki no Yona is so natsukashi. I remember I role-played with some friends as Yona, actually. There's actually a lot of you guys who say that. Ghost Hunt? Oh, the Penguin Drum? I actually haven't heard of those ones. I don't know if I'd be able to watch Ghost Hunt, just because I'm not that good with spooky, even though I know so many spooky stories. Noragami, Magi. Oh, I remember watching Magi. Stars Align. I think Aikatsu is underrated. Oh, is Stars Align? Is it like a tennis one? I actually haven't never seen this one either. Wow. Konbanwa. It's also very weird. Sometimes it do be like that. Harutsuka is like flute playing. Mystery novel series. Is it romance? I might watch it. I low-key like watching romance. Konbanwa. Level E. Hold up, let me move these over. Yeah, I think Aikatsu is pretty underrated. A good rom-com. That's the thing with Aikatsu. I noticed it's always never heard of it or I love it. I know. There's almost no in between. It's real. It's real. Aki. Star Align mentioned Hotarumi no Morie. I feel like I've heard of that one. Oh, I have heard of it. I've also seen the MMD, not MMDs, like the AMVs, I think, of it. That people edit out of it. Nakibala is orange. Yeah, I have actually seen. I'm pretty sure I have seen My Happy Marriage a little bit. Yeah, I have. I watched all of the first season, and I'm up to like halfway through the second season. New World and Isekai. I haven't watched that one either. If you guys want some like food anime, Recovery of an MMO Junkie, that one I've watched that one actually. Let me just test because when the name gets a bit long, I sometimes like mix up the contents of it. I think I know this one. I'm pretty sure I've seen this one. I'm like fairly sure I did. I'm like 99% sure I did, but why am I remembering the main girl wrong? No, I definitely did. I've definitely watched this. ILUNA Members. I watched that one. That one is quite interesting. Yes. And there's also, okay, so like cooking anime, there's this one like, oh, I don't even know what it's called, but there was this, okay, let me see if I can explain it enough so that you guys remember what it is. That you guys can pick out what it is. So it's an anime, it's a Chinese anime. Chinese cooking anime. And it's a more recent one. It's about this girl that is like really strong. I found it. Cinderella Chef. I think that one was pretty interesting too. I remember watching it 2023 Niji Fest. What else is there? The cooking ones. I think a lot of people have watched Shokugeki no Soma already. There was like the, what's it called? Izakaya to Another World or something like that. I remembered watching it and like pretty liking it quite a bit. I'm going through my animes now. Yakitate Japan. I haven't watched that one yet. You know what's one manga that I really want for it to get a anime adaptation one day? I would love to see Kitchen Princess get an anime adaptation. I want to see Kitchen Princess with an anime adaptation. I wanna. Anybody get that as well? Toriko is like a cooking anime mixed with Jojo. Oh. Oh my gosh. Chuka Ichiban. What's the other one? I have watched part of it. I don't think I finished watching it though, the Chuka Ichiban. But I remember watching it. Classic shoujo manga. I know. I really want to see Kitchen Princess with an anime like adaptation. Never read it. It's about a girl who is like, I think she was orphaned or something, but she really likes cooking, and so she's cooking a lot, and she's going into a cooking competition, and then this is like missing out like a whole bunch of details in between, and then she has like a person that she likes, and yeah, something happens with stuff, and stuff happens, and then in the end, wow, yeah. More shoujo manga adaptations, yeah. I want more of those. Imagine the animated food, and because it's like the Kitchen Princess has a lot of like desserts, so I think that'll be really nice as well. Yumehiro Patissier is an anime about making desserts, and there's other dessert making animes too. I want to rewatch Yumehiro Patissier again. Bonjour, Sweet Love Patissier. That's another one I've watched. I watched it and I was like, oh my god, not the reverse harem. Kakuryou! Kakuryou was an interesting one too. Kakuryou Bed and Breakfast for Spirits. It's about this girl who marries like a spirit king and goes into like the spirit world and ends up cooking for all the spirits in the world, because they usually can't eat, but for some reason when she cooks they can eat the food. So that's what happens. But yeah, that one was quite interesting too. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. Let's see this. New cooking master board. Oh, that's the Chuka Ichiban. Gourmet Girl Graffiti? I've never seen this one either. Wow. Card Captor Sakura's clear card apparently also has cooking. Not that much. Whoa, this one looks interesting. Young woman who leaves the countryside and to roam to work at her mother's peculiar restaurant, one filled with older men who wear glasses. Ristorante Paradiso. Paradiso. This one looks interesting, guys. 面白そう。若子酒. I feel like I've seen that one. Food and a slice of life. I think that one's the one about the girl who drinks lots of alcohol, and it has like the foods that's good with alcohol and stuff, I'm pretty sure. 不思議星の双子姫, oh my god, let's go! I remember watching that ages ago, and it was pretty nice. Freshly baked Japan, dream, Yumehiro Patissier. Patissier! Romance! Cooking anime. Let's see this. Delicious Party Precure. Nobu, Izakaya Nobu. I remember that one. That one was cool too. Izakaya Nobu. I think that one's the one where the world, so their shop is connected to another world, and all their customers are from that Isekai world, and so they're still using the Japan ingredients to make stuff. But they have like the Isekai people going there, so they're like, oh my god, this food is so amazing. How much is it? It's that cheap, kind of stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. JK Messi. pan de peace. Is it talking about bread? It looks cute. Isekai. あれちょっと待ってね。居酒屋のぶは、あ、それも面白い。異世界のなんとか飯のやつ。what's it called? とんでもスキル異世界放浪飯。That one's 英語の名前だと Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill。変だよね。長い名前。Yeah, that's the one with, that cooks for the what's it called, main character cooks for a slime and a large wolf. Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. That one was very interesting too. I actually like that one too. Sweet Reincarnation was also like decent, I think. Sweet Reincarnation is about this like one boy that is like nobility but doesn't act like nobility and is always like thinking about sweets, and like because of that, like he gets a lot of the things that he wants to do. He's like, I'm gonna make our lands great by using sweets. Restaurant to Another World. I think I've seen like parts of it. I've definitely seen at least one season of that one. It's where there's like a door that goes to a different world, and that door leads to a different place each time. And then they had like different types of creatures coming in to eat each time, and that's also pretty interesting. 六方堂四つ色日和. Oh, that's the one I was gonna search up. I haven't seen this one yet either, but oh, what's that one? Hana Biori? Hanairo Biori? No. Anime about it. And there was like cute girls in it. Hanasaku Iroha. Hanasaku Iroha was what I was trying to think. I think the, what's it called? The Yotsu Iro Biori reminds me of Hanasaku Iroha a little bit. Just by looking at the visuals. I don't actually know what it is like, so I could be very wrong. I could be very, very incorrect. Michasuki? あれ、学校で見た. I watched it at school because my doll sister helped me get it, like gain like, access to it pretty much. And I was like, oh, I shall watch it. So I watched it during lunch times at school. Yeah. I don't know, it's quite interesting. めっちゃハマったな。でも今だとね、正直内容はあまり覚えてないかも。これはお邪魔状ドレミ the cooking one. なんだっけお邪魔女ドレミ魔法スイートハウス魔法堂の remember what season it is, but there's a season where they had like Momoko join, and then they had to look after baby Hana, and Hana is my favorite character. She's so cute. I think it's season 4. No, season 4 is the one afterwards. Season 3. Yes, it's season 3. Ojamajo Doremi season 3, they have like a bakery and they're like baking stuff. I remember really liking that one. I think it was my favorite season. It's a great children's show. Konbanwa. Arigatou! Pape. お邪魔女ドレミはシリーズ結構あったからな。そう。でも、シーズン3が一番好き。うんうんうん。トゥントゥルルルルルルンパンパンパンプチュチュチュチュチュチュチュパンパンパンパンチュチュチュチュチュチュチュチュチャンパレテテテテテプリティウィッチドレミッチ知ってるから I think those who've watched it probably know what I was doing. It's a transformation like in like music thing. They do like a little thing where they go like bam. 懐かしいよね。そうでしょ。全員の変身ポーズを覚えたの懐かしい。Yeah, they all have like different poses and stuff. ピリカピリララパパリラペッペルト。なんだっけ？じゃあまじょ。よく覚えてるね。いや、めっちゃいいんですよ。なんだかんだ覚えてるんだな。I think that one, the Pirika Pirira Pamarira Pepperito is the spell for Doremi. So the main character, that's her one. So, なんだっけ。ピリカピリララポポリナペペルトパーパーポーポーポワポワプーとかもあったし、アイコ was パメルカラルカラリロリポップンパメルクラルクラリロリポップンHazuki is the bye bye pom pom. Bye pom pom. Pua pua poo. 仕事は？ん？トゥトゥルルル。ママママ。音符ちゃんはプルルンプルルンプルンファミファミファーファミファミファーそうそうそうモモコはモモコちゃんはあれなんだねペルタンペットンパラリラポンペルタンペットンパラリラポンYeah. My gosh, Hana-chan has one too, I think. Hana-chan cute. ポロリンピュアリン花花ピーIt was so cute. Pretty, what? Pretty, Richie, Hana-chan witchy. Pretty witchy on pussy. Yes. みんな可愛かったんだよな。I know, they were all really cute. 映画もあった。そうそうそう。And then they make like a new dance for the ドッキリドッキリどんどん。好きな好きな子はいたらどうしようどうする Will you get a special jingle for a new outfit in the future too? How about this? You guys can help me make a jingle. Make a jingle and I like if it's not too like yabai and I'll say it. You know? How about that? Pretty witchy. As in like transformation BGM? No, the transformation line. Like after you transform, you're like you know? I just thought of that on the spot, so it's not very good, but you know. Maybe we can have a stream where I just like collect people's transformation lines. ね。変身のセリフをマリリンの変身のセリフを考える配信でもするか。ういあいういあい。Marilyn, pretty good just now. I was just out of the top of my head, but maybe I'll do a stream for it. So have a think about it, and maybe one day I'll suddenly have like a guys. I am like collecting a bunch of like what's it called? I'm collecting what you think would be good for a transformation like line. Like, you know, there's like the iconic Sailor Moon. 月に変わってお仕置きよ right? お仕置きよ And then yeah, of course we have like the pretty witchy Doremichi. And there's like a bunch of them, but I might do like a stream doing that. I think it'll be interesting to see what people can come up with. And I'll just skip through the ones that are like kind of like yabai. Death metal scream? Bruh. No, I would literally break my vocal cords. Whoa. Me, 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 me. Bye, 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 bye. It's stuck in my head. 眼帯を外したらパワーアップだ。Swing. In the past few days, that's alright. That is alright. I've been working. I've been working behind the scenes a lot recently. And that's why we have so many days off this week too. So many days of the week where I'm just not streaming as well. I'm not streaming, but I'm still doing stuff. I'm also still working on that original, like what's it called? The original song, and also my outfit reveal stuff. I'm working on it. Look forward to it, by the way. It's this week. And also, don't forget to send through your predictions of what you think the outfit would look like. Né? Because we're probably going to spend a while going through it too. I am very bad to ask about how to study because I barely studied. I only just like... I was the type where if I focused during class, I'd be chilling during an exam. Like, I got pretty good grades from just focusing on class. But I guess just going through like the important parts of the... building up the basics and making sure you understand the basics and then just remembering the small details that the teacher will tell you is probably the best bet. Tell us a funny joke. I'm kidding. It's hard to say a joke on the spot, guys. Hello. All those fish eyes, big brain. That's right. Have a math exam today. You didn't study. Am I cooked? Depends. You got this. What's the topic? X equals... I can't even remember that. Y... X equals... M... Oh yeah, Y equals MX plus C. Or B. I don't know, they like to change the C and B sometimes. I like my school, they were changing it. And I was like, why? Why you gotta make it more confusing? Why you gotta bring letters into maths? You know? Why you gotta bring letters into maths, man? Just stick to one. Just stick to the one thing. You don't have to make it more complicated than it already is. Logs. It's all algebra, geometry, number theory. Are you allowed calculators? Because I feel like most of the time it's like not too hard. What was it? The PEDMAS. PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiplications, divisions, additions, subtractions. PEMDAS. Can you give us a question about math? I don't know. Very bad at using the calculator. Why? Why? Didn't even acknowledge math even at grade 1. Oh, calculus. Wait, hold up. The calculator. Calculus. What is calculus? Let's see. I don't even remember calculus. It's alright. You know what I say? Math is important if you have to use it to get into a higher school. However, if you know what job you are going to do, like for me, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be using math. So I kind of just forgot everything the second I got out of school. Calculus? I don't even remember what calculus is. But if it's like a calculator that you don't know how to use, because if it's a calculator, you just gotta like, you probably want to learn it because it makes your schooling, like your math so much easier. Are you telling me VTubers don't use calculus? Bro, we don't even do 3 plus... Dude, some VTubers can't even do simple, like multiplication, okay? VTubers gotta learn calculus so they can teach their viewers? What the heck? Alright, guys. Calculus. What is calculus? Calculus is a mathematical study of of continuous change in the same way that geometry is the study of shapes and algebra is the study of generalization of arithmetic operations. Calculus. I have no idea what this A-B thing is. Differential integral vector series. What the heck? Is it like the stuff that makes the graphs and things like that? How to... Let's see. How to calculus. Start by reinforcing foundational math skills in algebra, trigonometry, and... Oh my god, trigonometry. And pre-calculus. Oh my gosh, algebra. Reviewing, solving equations, systems of equations, and understanding algebraic operations. Trigonometry, master trigonometric functions, identities, and graphs. Did you know in my debut I said I hate maths? I do. I hate maths. I wasn't bad at it, but also still. No. What the heck? Differentiation y equals fx. X to the power of n. I don't know what any of these mean. You're gonna be a math teacher? Bruh. Yeah, I don't even remember what calculus means, guys. Slope equals change in y and change in x. X plus x3 minus f. What's f? What is f? What is f? What the heck is all these like letters? What is lim? Huh? I don't even remember any of these. I definitely did these though. F means failure, bruh. I remember the sine cosine stuff though. Sine Sokatoa. I can't remember how to use it, but like I remember learning it as like a like this. When it's like used in like connecting the sine opposite and when you know the opposite and the hypotenuse, you use sine. When you know the adjacent and the hypotenuse, you use cosine. And when you know the opposite and the adjacent but not the hypotenuse, you use tangent. I remember that. I remember that. We know music is your forte, y'all. Even then, I don't know music theory. That one is pre-cal. Wow. Name every single digit in pi, bro. All I know is I don't even know. Wait, 3.14. Am I right? I wasn't wrong, guys. I wasn't wrong. I only remember the first two digits. I don't remember anything after that. 3.14. I was doubting myself so hard. Oh my god. I don't know. That's all you need to know. You just need to remember the first two. It's 3.14. Okay, I searched it up, guys. It's 3.1415926535897932384622688419716939393750. There's too many words. There's too many. I searched it up. Yeah, I only remember 3.14. That's all I remember. And I feel like that's enough. 3.14. I do not like maths. I can do like the basic maths that I need to do my like, you know, I can do. I can tell, like, if I have a percentage that I need to get from my paycheck that is going to go to tax or something, I can do that. I can do, like, if I have a certain amount of, like, what's it called, money, I can do like addition of how much things I buy so that it's within the money that I have. Or I can do like, I have this, what's it called, I want to buy this and this and this, and that all of this added together equals this much. I can do that. I feel like that's all I need. You know what I mean? Only with money? Like, what else am I using maths for in VTubing? Yeah. I just randomly pull x equals 7 for no answer. No! I do. I don't like maths because I don't like looking at numbers. Numbers give me headaches, but like, as long as I can get by, that's what I really do. The Aussie way of money. Money. I don't know, actually. I'm doubting myself now. Sometimes I forget that I'm Australian. No, I don't. I don't forget that I'm Australian. It's just my accent. I don't know if it's like very Australian. Can money in accounting? If I have to, I will, but I hate it, so I don't do it. I mean, by I don't do it, I mean I hire someone else to do it for me. Just letting you guys know, okay? It's not, I'm not doing illegal stuff. I asked somebody else to do it. Yes. Okay? No illegal. I just get someone else to do it for me instead. Yes, that's right, guys. I pay my taxes. I think with like the plus minus and like stuff like that, I'm not the fastest, and the bigger the number is, the slower I get, but like I'm not too bad when it comes to like this plus this, I'll be like this, or like this times this, I'll be like this. You know? But yeah, if you're bad at maths, I really recommend learning how to use the calculator, because as long as you know how to use the calculator, everything else becomes a lot easier. And also, it's important to like look at the foundations with maths. The foundations, as long as you know the basic rules, it's much easier to apply it. Rather than like just trying to figure it out with the harder questions, that actually makes it harder for you to understand. You get more confused. So start from the basics. How fractions and ratios work too? I kind of know. Kinda. Wasn't it like the... In order to times, like when you want to like do multiplication with two different types of the fractions, I think it's just the crisscross method. Cross multiplication, yeah. Percentages for discount. Who knows? Your calculator is the best. Best friend of anybody who doesn't want to do maths. Calculator is your best friend. I forgot how to use most of it now though. Like the sine and cosine stuff. I don't even know how to use sine and cosine anymore. What is it? I wonder what it was. Sine, cosine, tangent. Let's see. Ah, yes. Sokatoa. So it's you do the sign thingy on the calculator, and then you do the opposite side times the adjacent side. Yeah. But to be honest, in exams, I have sometimes forgotten which one is the opposite and which one's the adjacent. You know what I mean? A squared plus B squared equals H squared, which means this one actually taught me one lesson. It's who cares about footpaths? I'm walking across this park because I get to walk less steps. You know, like before Sokotoa, I would follow the footpath and walk all the way around, right? After Sokotoa, I'm walking through this park. I know. Yeah. Is a graphing calculator too? Oh my god, my brain. I don't have to do maths anymore. Landscapers. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they don't care. Maybe if those landscapers thought about it themselves as well and just made a path in the most optimal like way, the diagonal way as well, you know, just add another path. Simple fix for the issue. Isn't that the whole point of learning maths? I need to fall asleep quickly. No. Imagine Marifei got better in English and math because Marifei the most. Nah. Should use Sonato to figure it out before they built it. Isn't that the whole point? Yeah. I mean, I forgot everything that I learned at school, pretty much. I don't even remember what I learned at school anymore. Circle. It's not a very round circle. I wish I had studied to become a VTuber instead. You don't need to study to become a VTuber. You just need to be funny. You need to be entertaining, that's all. No. There's like different types of entertaining. I mean, I feel like you could be a VTuber that's just really good at studying as well. Like that could be a niche. You just gotta find your own niche. I like music and I like anime and I like talking about random stuff, so and I like farming games and I like gaming in general, so I kind of do a lot of things, but yeah, that's me. But then there's other VTubers that might be focused on one thing. So yeah, there's all sorts of different possibilities. Being boring is my whole personality. I was actually pretty good at algebra. Actually. Because, like, it's just backwards thinking. You just go like, okay, to get to here, I need to do this, this, and this. And because I did this, this, and this to get to here, then I just need to do this, this, and this to get back to this step. You just, like, plan out the steps in your brain. and then you do it backwards until you get to it. You know? You know? It's like if a situation was... The easiest one is like the A plus 6 equals 13. And then it's just backwards, so 13 minus 6 equals whatever A is. You know? Well, to be fair, I have not studied for a long time now. Wait, just so I don't dox myself, but for quite a while now. So yeah. At least, like, how long I've been in this company? A little bit longer than that. A couple years longer than that. Pretty much. Once you understand the pattern, it's pretty easy to get the hang of. Yeah, exactly. Bro, I think I've forgotten how to write essays too. Like, I forgot all the rules to write the essays nowadays. And I feel like I should get back into essay writing, or even just like writing in general, because I figured out, like, writing songs, like song lyrics and stuff. If you can write essays and like just write words in general, it makes like lyric writing much better, faster, because when you write essays and stuff, you have to think about all sorts of different words so that you're not repeating the same word over and over again. And when you put them all together, then you have like a better like brain thingy. Intro, 3 paragraphs, content, conclusion. Why VTubing is my go-to job? Why people should listen to music? I think people should listen to music because it is very beneficial for each person. It is very It's very beneficial for the person in many ways. Yeah, and then what was it? Do you have to, like, in the intro? I forgot if you have to like lightly touch on your points or not. Because I know in the conclusion you definitely do. It's like, yeah, so it's just like, I think listening to music is very beneficial for people, as it can relieve stress, give extra inspiration, and also be an extra topic that you can talk to people with. Firstly, music has a very good music is cool. Music is great at, I can't even remember words. Music is an amazing... Music has properties that make your brain relax. So when you listen to music on a day where you, depending on the different types of music, you will be able to manifest. You'll be able to manifest different emotions. For example, when you need a little bit of adrenaline, you can play some music that has a strong beat, which will urge your heart to pump a little faster, giving you a pump of adrenaline. However, when you're feeling a little bit too hyper and want to calm down, you can play one of those slow pieces that makes you calm down and, you know, just relax without thinking as much. Secondly, what else did I say? Music is good for what? Inspiration. Secondly, by listening to different types of music, you might be inspired to do many different things. I can't, guys. This would make a great essay. I don't know, I just thought of it on the spot. I was actually pretty good at writing like these firstly, secondly, thirdly, but in Japanese, because I did it more in Japanese class than I did in English class. Oh my god. Do you guys want to hear one of my Japanese, like, one of my Japanese essays that I thought of in like... I had 3 minutes to think about it, and I wrote it down afterwards, pretty much. Yes? The topics were pretty heavy, guys. The topics were very heavy. Dun, dun, me, 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 me. My god, what the heck is this? Not that. Where is my stuff? You gotta give me a moment, guys. My gosh. Oh my gosh, dude, guys. I've got all of my school files still on my... Oh my gosh, I think I found it. No, this is not it. Spit it out. No, I gotta find it first. Cause I can't remember off the top of my head. I gotta read it. Cause I definitely wrote it down. Is it this one? It might be this one. No, it's not this one. Oh, here, this one. Let me pick a topic that is the least controversial. Okay, volunteering benefits both the individual and society. What do you think? That was the question, okay? ボランティア活動は個人にも社会にも利益を与えます。どう思いますか? And in 3 minutes, this is what I thought up of. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the translator for a minute. 日本語なのでね、ちょっと。はい。私はボランティア活動は個人にも社会にも利益が与えますということに賛成です。レッドシールドアピールや救世軍や海外ボランティア活動などのいろいろなボランティアプログラムがあるので誰でも参加できます。Oh my gosh, I wrote it wrong. 第一にボランティアはいろんなこといろんな仕方があるから必要がない持ち物や他のものを What did I say this? This is not a well written one. これよく書かれてません。We all need a place to belong. Here's a different one. Let's see if I changed much of this one. Okay, ready? 私たちは誰でも自分が属するところが必要である。どう思いますか？私たちは誰でも自分が属する場所が必要であるということに賛成です。学校や家族などのコミュニティに属することはとても大事なことだと思います。第一に属する場所にいると人は安心することができます。なぜなら属する場所にいるときに周りの人に頼ることができるから心も落ち着くことができます。居場所がないとストレスでちょっと待って。ストレスで困されてる What did I write here? 時や不安な時に家族や友達には頼れません。And I said 第2に自分には居場所がないと感じる人は精神障害に苦しみやすいです。属する場所がない人は安全を感じないので自分らしく生きることも 難しくなります。精神のために学校や家など属する場所は必要であります。Anyways, so I thought about these in like 3 minutes, so they're not very good. But like, I still got good grades for these, so it's fine. Pretty much I was just like, yes, I think we all need a place where we belong to, because when you have a place you belong to, you feel more at ease. And what's it called? I think I said having a place where you belong, you're able to rely on the people who are also there with you. So like, the people around you. And I was like, if you don't have a place where you belong, it can lead to mental issues as well, since you're put under a lot of stress. And then third, it was 居場所がなければ安心も感じられません。居場所がないと不安が感じやすくなり信頼関係も築きづらくなるからです。Yeah, so if you're in a place where you're not really if you're in a place where you don't really belong, or like you feel like you don't belong, it will be harder for you to actually gain connections with other people in the same area. And you won't be able to 人に信頼することができなかったら相談もできないし Yeah, if you don't trust the people in the area because you don't feel like you belong, then you won't be able to like ask others for their opinion, and also won't be able to ask others for help in many different situations, essentially. そう、3分で覚えました。ミュウミュウミュウミュウ。Me. So yeah, that's like the roughly what we did. We had like some really heavy topics though, I remember. There was stuff like the very, very heavy topics were like, do you think children who like immigrate into a country should throw away their cultural roots in order to fit in with society, with Australian society? And there's like stuff like this that's the questions that we get, and this is in high school. Social study topics, but yeah, it was in language class. I know, it was very, very like heavy topics. And then there's like the lighter topics being like, do you think people should play games? I love those topics. I was like, yes, people should play games. But there was like a formula. You have to say the title, the question, に賛成です、に反対です、のことに関しては反対ですとか、に賛成です and stuff like that. And then you go, なぜなら lightly touch up on your 3 points that you're going to talk about, and then you go 第一に or like まず or so 次に最後にand stuff like that. It's the same. It's like the firstly, secondly, thirdly, in conclusion. It's the same thing, except it's shorter, so you don't have to like lengthen it out as much, because it's like more of like a debate kind of situation, because they give you the question and then they go, okay, you have 3 minutes, 1, 2, 3, start, and then you have to write down pointers like in dot points and be like, okay, so this topic is saying like, what's it called? Should people play games? Okay, I need 3 points. Point number 1, why is playing games good? I agree with this. Okay, point number 1, games is good because you can make friends even if you make friends in a wide area. You know, you can make friends in a great distance. What's another point that we can do? We can do games are good for relieving stress. 3, games can help build up your games can help build up your reflex abilities depending on the game. But those are 3 points that I just thought up on the spot. But you have 3 minutes to build these points, and then under these points you do like a mini dot point where you're like, oh, this one is this games make friends because you have access to, like, being on the internet and having access to more people. You're able to talk to people that are usually out of reach. And then you just like write these little points. What's the second one I said? Relieve stress. Games help you escape the reality of the world. So games help you escape the reality of the real world and help take your mind off any stresses that you may be keeping in your day-to-day life. Okay, and the third point was what was it? Oh, helps you build what did I say? Like the reaction helps you build reaction times. Games like FPS games will help you build up your reaction time and help you react to things much faster. Those are like some points you can touch upon. And then when the timer finishes, I think that was less than 3 minutes. I'm pretty sure that was less than 3 minutes. Okay. And then at the 3 minutes finish, right? And then you go this, and then it's in Japanese. So you're like, watashi wa naka gameをするみんなゲームした方がいいっていうことに賛成です。なぜなら and then you like just translate all the points that you had in your head and you make it into like an essay pretty much. But yeah, I was good at that one because I kept arguing with my family. So I was good at coming up with like reasons for stuff, even if they don't make sense to me sometimes. Ask you what you think, but the teacher deducts points when you contrarian. No, we don't need a place to belong. That's not legal. That's not legal. As long as you give like valid points to describe why you think so, you should still get the right marks. I will fight any teacher who does that. I mean, I did fight my teachers because of that as well, but yeah. Nah, but I remember like I wrote like an essay in Japanese class once, and then the teacher was just like, "This is so good. How did you write this in 3 minutes?" And I was like, "I like the topic." Yeah. So I can write about being tactical improvement when playing League of Legends. League of Legends? Games like, okay, I just came up with an example like backing for it, right? Games like League of Legends build your ability to plan ahead by buying certain items and things like that. So when you buy the items, you then will be able to... You need to plan ahead for two things. You need to make sure you have enough gold in order to buy the items, and you have to make sure that you keep ahead of the enemy. So the planning and everything is important in order for you to improve at the game. Not only that, you also need to think about trajectory when you are aiming your abilities. So you will also be able to improve mathematics. Yeah. Sometimes I just, what's it called? I like, sometimes I come up with random explanations for things that sometimes you don't even need an explanation for. You know? And accounting, yeah. Yeah. We are not taught this kind of theoretical discussion and argumentation in school, and even if they did teach it, it ended up being an awkward class, like an argument at the end. I think it definitely ends up being an argument in Australia too, but people argue regardless, so they just keep going anyways. They're like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. They're like, yeah. So yeah. Yeah. But that was some of the stuff that I had. And also, I really like analyzing movies. Like going into like the tiny details of stuff that probably wasn't thought of when they were making the movie, but still making it into something. Being like, I don't know, let's have a look at my background, shall we? In my background, Marionette has a set of clothes, and also work tools on in her background. This shows that she always values work and having the clothes hanging on the background. It symbolizes the different personalities, traits that she may have, with the different traits being all these different clothes, and also the tools symbolizes that she works. She cooks in the kitchen and makes a lot of covers and songs and everything. Yeah, stuff like that. You know, making up random ideas, random meanings for stuff. Be like, pink is symbolic for love and and everything, right? And not only love, it also symbolizes new life. And what's it called? Green is also symbolic for new life or jealousy. Blue symbolic for what? Depression. Ayo. Yeah, stuff like that. Making stuff up on the spot, just being like, I think this means this, I think that means that. Yeah, I haven't done it in ages though, so like my skills have decreased so much, and my language skills, I've forgotten so many words that I used to know. Confidentiality. But every time I write lyrics, I'm like, maybe I should get back into writing so that I can actually improve. What about the deep meaning of Marilyn's lyrics? Analysis on the lyrics. I've actually given my own analysis on my lyrics as well. Candy, when I wrote it myself, I was like, this is what it meant when I wrote it. So I just gave it all away. But like, yeah. Candy actually has a really deep meaning. Did you know that? The lyrics of Candy, my first original song, is about like idol life. But it's like how you have to be perfect as an idol. And if you make one mistake, you'll get judged for it and you'll get hated for it and everything. So you have to maintain the perfect image, no matter how stressed, no matter how like sad or any emotion that you're feeling. No matter what kind of emotion you're feeling, you have to suppress that emotion and show only the perfect self. That's the lyrics. Candy みたいな甘い世界の中で今日も君に見ててほしいの。明日にもまた会えるためになら今はきっと頑張れるから。So yeah. That's what I mean by like writing lyrics. It's what's it called? I feel like having ideas makes it easier. Holy Yappatron indeed. Ayo, we're just yapping about random stuff. You know, I actually got this title from a hate comment. I actually got the title of today's stream from a hate comment. I just thought it was such a funny thing. So I was like, dude, this is such a banger title. So I took it and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use it now. Yeah, bye. Really? Yeah, it's just a banger though, don't you guys think? Yoink. Thanks. Holy Yappatron. You probably need creative writing rather than academic writing. You kind of need both. I feel. Cause I think writing essays, I mean essays will help with like wording and like making the word flow and stuff. Not flow, but like making sure you have the order, basics, and then writing poems help with flow. You know, actually a really nice title, right? So that's why I saw it and I was like, alright, yoink. Look at that. Be Yappatron. Holy Yappatron. Yes. You do have to be a Yappatron to be a VTuber. It's true. So like, you know, when someone says Holy Yappatron, it's low-key a compliment, guys, as a VTuber. If I'm yapping enough for to be called a Yappatron, that means I'm doing a good job. You know what I mean? Because it's my job to keep yapping so that there's no dead air in the stream. Honestly, Pog. So yeah. Nothing wrong with being a yapper. Sometimes you just gotta talk about random stuff, you know? Like sometimes it's hard to think about a topic, so you just gotta go into it and see what you feel. Okay, but I think I'm gonna end stream soon though. Just to keep the stream going. Yeah, that's true. But I think I'm gonna end stream soon. Let me just, like, guys, help me decide. Tomorrow I plan to do a FPS stream, but what FPS stream should I do? Should I do Overwatch or Marvel Rivals? Which one should I do? They're kind of like similar-ish play style, so that's why I only said the two. I really need to have like brain off just pew pew, so that's why. Rivals? Okay, it seems like a lot of people are saying marble. So okay. I guess we'll play Marvel Rival tomorrow. Yeah, so that's gonna be from 4 p.m. JST on Tuesday, and then the next stream after that is a super early stream with Abagaduab, my time at Sandrock on the Friday, and that's at 9 a.m. JST. And then we have a test stream. It's like a kind of like a special stream. I'm gonna be doing a art stream. I'm gonna be doing a drawing stream, but it's kind of like a test thingy for a feature that is, I think, new. So I'm gonna see how it goes. And of course on Saturday. Oh wait, guys, my time at Sandrock should be 1 hour earlier than that. My time at Sandrock should be at 8 a.m. JST. Is it 8 a.m. JST or 9 a.m. JST? I think it's 8 a.m. JST. Guys, I think it's 8 a.m. JST. Guys, I put the wrong time. I put the wrong time. Yeah, it's 8 a.m. JST, not 9 a.m. JST. 8? No, it is. No, it isn't. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna check with Abagaduab. Okay, they're what's it called? You know, I'm gonna check with Abagaduab and then I'll tweet about it. Like, I mean, I'll put up the waiting room so you guys can check then. Okay, thank you for coming by today, everybody. I will. What's it called? Why an hour difference? It's because I always make my schedules in Japan time, just so that it's like easy to keep it like the same for every time. But because of that, I get confused sometimes, and when I put it in my schedule, I put it at like what's it called? If I put it at like 9 a.m. my time, it means it's 8 a.m. and stuff. Nah? Okay, guys, but thank you so much for coming by to this yapping stream, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tomorrow we'll probably be playing some Marvel Rivals, and I'll put up the waiting room for the stream before I go to bed sometime, so yeah, keep an eye out for it. It's at 4 p.m. JST, so look at it. Okay, guys. Dewa! Oh my gosh, it was instant. また明日でもお会いしましょう。I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? あつまりりー